All right, let's dive right into an idea that is so simple, but it could totally change how you see yourself. It all comes down to a really basic grammar question. When you think about who you are you thinking in nouns or are you thinking in verbs?
Seriously, just sit with that for a second. What if your body, this thing you live in every single day, isn't an object? Not a thing you have to fix or manage or make perfect, but something completely different.
Okay, so to really get that question, we first have to look at how we normally think, the sort of mental trap we fall into without even realizing it. The material we're digging into calls this the illusion of objects.
I mean, just listen to our own language. The self, the body, the mind. They sound so solid, don't they? So heavy. Like these separate, permanent things you could, I don't know, put on a shelf. And that right there is the foundation of the whole illusion. And because we talk about them like nouns, we start treating them like objects. Suddenly the body becomes this project we have to sculpt. The mind is this complex machine we have to manage and control. And what does that create? This constant sense of friction, this endless striving to perfect something we think is static.
So to put a name on it, this is the noun illusion. It's this mistaken belief that reality is just a bunch of static, permanent things. And it's an idea that gets reinforced every single time we speak. We're mistaking our words, the map, for the actual territory of reality.
So how do we break out of this illusion? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. The material offers up this beautiful, powerful metaphor to help us see things differently. The whirlpool in the ocean. You know, when you look at a whirlpool, it seems like its own thing, right? It's got a shape, a boundary. You can point to it. But what's it actually made of? It's just water. It doesn't have any substance of its own. It's just the ocean caught in a temporary pattern of motion.
And this comparison here just nails it. Our noun-based mind sees the appearance, this distinct, separate thing. But the reality is pure process. It's just water in continuous motion. The whirlpool isn't a thing at all. It's an event. It's not a noun, it's the ocean verbing.
So, if that old grammar is misleading us, we need a new one. A grammar of being that's actually in tune with the way reality works as a process, not a collection of objects.
And this table just lays out the whole shift perfectly. Over on the left, you have the noun illusion. You see reality as a collection of things. Your language is, I am a self, like it's a static fact. And the experience that comes from that? Friction and striving. But look at the right side, the verb reality. Reality is a continuous unfolding of activity. The language changes to selfing is happening. It's active, and the experience, it completely transforms into one of ease and presence.
I love this quote. It's so powerful. We are not things in existence. We are existence happening. We're not these little nouns floating around in the universe. We are the universe in the act of happening. We are the universe verbing.
Okay, so let's make this really tangible. Let's bring this whole idea right down into the body that you're in at this very moment. Think about your hair or your fingernails. We treat them like objects, right? Things to be cut and styled and painted. But that's the noun illusion at work. In reality, your hair is not a thing. It is growing. It's a continuous, unfolding biological process. Just like the whirlpool is simply the ocean whirling, your hair is simply your biology growing. It's a verb. And when you see it that way, you stop trying to control an object, and you can just be present with a natural process.
And let's go even deeper. We're all taught that the heart is a pump. Another noun, another machine. But it's not some object doing a job. It's an event. It's not a pump, it is pulsing. It's a living, rhythmic verb.
And get this is absolutely incredible. The heart's verb-like action is only possible because of its amazing architecture. Its muscle fibers aren't just a block. They're woven together in a continuous band that twists at this very specific 60-degree angle. This structure creates this powerful, elegant helical twist, a motion that is so much more sophisticated than a simple pump.
And what's just mind-blowing is how this physical rhythm mirrors the ancient primordial vibration of ah, oo, em, or om. That outward thrust of blood is like the waking state. The flow along that helix is like the dreaming state, and that final contraction back to the source is like deep sleep. Your very pulse is like a cosmic mantra written into your own flesh and blood.
So, what's the whole point of this? Of shifting our grammar from nouns to verbs? Well, it's about a fundamental, radical change in how we actually experience our lives. When we can let go of trying to fix this collection of static objects, our self, our body, and instead just relax into the verb of being, the results are, well, they're profound. Less stress, more emotional balance, a clearer mind, and this deep, unshakable feeling of inner peace.
Ultimately, the shift is just this. We let go of that exhausting friction of striving, where we're always trying to perfect this imaginary object we call me, and instead, we just relax into the ease of being, recognizing that we are, and we have always been, a flowing, unfolding, living process.
And so that leaves us with one last question for you to take with you. If you start to feel your pulse not as just a mechanical beat, but as your own personal, localized expression of a cosmic flow, how does that change the way you show up in the world? How does that change the way you choose to love today? Not as a noun you have, but as a verb you do, moment by moment.